This is our custom PCB board with the Raspberry Pi. It also includes the charging ports and the microphone. The case that this is placed in is pictured here. The charging port and the power switch and holes to hold the snaps on the head. This is the top for the case so that you can push buttons and see LED indicators. This is the actual camera itself, which will be plugged into the PCB board, and this is the case that will hold it together. And these are our two batteries that will power the board. To attach the electronic case, line up the snaps together, shown on the back of the case, and simply attach them to the headband. Once you move to the camera, go ahead and detach these two pieces and first snap this on by itself. Then you can apply the other piece. To turn on the electronics, the power switch is located right here. Once you flip it, you will see that these lights will dimly turn on. Once the software completely gets booted up, they will turn on brighter, and you'll be able to see a green light down here if you look through this hole. And now you can see it. Next, to turn off the device, you don't want to simply just hit the switch back. It's like a computer. There's a process for shutting it down. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the top push button, which is the one closest to the LEDs inside of here, and you're going to push it. And once you do that, the light will start blinking and the shutdown process should start. Once the lights are off, you can then slide the power switch and the whole unit will turn off.
Okay, after you've been using the camera for a while, the batteries will start to get low. The total runtime should be approximately 1 hour, and when the battery percentage drops below around 5%, the system will go into auto shutdown mode. When that happens, the yellow and orange LEDs here will start alternating, and then after 30 seconds, the Pi will stop the recording and save it to the disk to prevent data loss, and then shut down the Pi correctly, also to prevent data loss. And once that happens, then the system needs to be recharged for further use. So recordings can be started from either the software running on a computer or from the system itself. To do that from the electronics themselves, simply press the bottommost button here, and doing so, the red LED should illuminate. And that means that recording is in progress. To stop a recording, press the button again, and the red light goes out and the green comes back on. Okay, now we're going to talk about how to take a recording from the GUI and then how to transfer those recorded files to view them from the GUI. To begin, we want to use the connect button here, and assuming that your IP address for the camera has already been put in the software, all you should have to do is hit connect, and after a few seconds here where it says establishing, we'll turn to say connected. Now that the software is connected to the Pi, we can take either a test recording, which will do a short 5-second recording to verify the placement of the camera on the child's head, or take a full recording, which we're going to do now. When we press record, we should see the recording status change to say recording, and then you should also see a red LED near the green LED on the Pi switch on also. So after we've taken a recording that we're happy with, we're going to then hit stop here. The status should change back to stopped. And now we're ready to transfer files from the Pi over to the computer. To do that, simply press transfer. The software will then find all the recordings in the Pi and then transfer them over wirelessly. And once it's done, we'll get this pop-up that says transfer done. Now to play, we can click Browse, which will bring up a window that shows us all the recordings in our folder on the computer, and we can select one at random and not work. Yay. For more detail on all the processes outlined in this video, see our written documentation. Also in that documentation, you will find instructions for installing the software on your computer to control the camera, and also for imaging the SD card that goes in the Pi with all of our software on it. Well, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Do it.
Okay. So I shouldn't say anything stupid?
You should start anything.